Rob Tebbutt here for Boxing News, joined by Luke Campbell in the immediate aftermath of Chris Billam-Smith's stunning majority decision win over Lawrence Okolie. Luke, your friend, your stablemate, world champion Chris Billam-Smith.
I think I've cried a few times now. It's unbelievable. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Chris Billam-Smith, world champion, selling out his hometown football stadium? Unbelievable. I'm so happy for him. You know, when it's like the right person wins in life, he's that guy. I'm so happy.
By his own admission, he's not the most talented, he's not the fastest, the most skillful, the hardest puncher, but you've been with him, you've seen how hard he's worked in the gym over the years. How much does he deserve this moment?
Oh, he deserves it all. I mean, look at this. Look at him. He just had to walk through fire to get that. Lawrence he's just beat the best cruiserweight in the world, in my opinion. In Lawrence, awkward, tall, big, can whack. Like, just he's beat the hardest one out there for me. He's beat the best. And Chris Billam-Smith, world champion, man, world champion. I'm so happy for him.
Start of the fight looked as though we might be falling back into that kind of quote-unquote typical Lawrence Okolie fight. It was jab, it was grab, it was holding, but that fourth round, that left hook from Chris Billam-Smith dropped Lawrence Okolie very heavily, and then from there on, that really changed the momentum of the fight.
Yeah, it was. It's very easy with Lawrence to fall into that trap of Lawrence gets his work off and then he smothers your work. You know, that's a skill in itself in what he's doing there. It's not very fan-friendly to watch, but it's very effective. You know, and there was a lot of parts of that during the fight where he was doing that. But then when Chris walked him down and just literally laid back, made him miss, and then just hit him with that shot, and it just, boom, dropped him like that. It was just like, turning point, definitely. And then you could see in the last couple of rounds a desperation in Lawrence, what he was doing, that he knew he had to get a KO, in my opinion, to win the fight.
You mentioned those last few rounds. I mean, Chris Billam-Smith, it wasn't all one-way traffic. He had to take some massive shots from a huge puncher in Lawrence Okolie as well.
Yeah, Lawrence, I don't think I've ever seen Lawrence go like that in any of his fights. Lawrence was desperately wanting to win, you know, to keep his title, and he did everything possibly he could, and Chris rided the wave and come back with his own work, and he got the victory.
What did you make of the scorecards? One of the scorecards, 112-112. The others had it very wide. It was a messy fight in patches, but what did you think to those?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been very messy to score. But with was it 3 standing 8 counts?
There was 3 knockdowns and 2-point deduction.
So there was three knockdowns and 2-point deductions. How do you have it 12-12? 112-112? I don't understand that card. You know, because just that in itself should be way ahead. But a lot of the fight was messy in parts, but with that, there's no chance Chris can't win that fight.
Just finally, kind of where we started, really, just how proud are you of Chris Billam-Smith? You can see it etched all over your face. He said something very lovely, didn't he, after the fight, when you were in here together. How did you not win a world title and he won one, which I think sums him up?
Sums him up in one piece. And, you know, when I was at Shane's gym and Chris was there and he was fighting on small shows that didn't have nothing, just a small old show doing a few tickets, you know, and now look at him, now he's selling out stadiums and he's a world champion. I'm so unbelievably happy for him. He deserves everything he gets.
Luke Campbell, always a pleasure to catch up with you. You need to see more Luke Campbell. If you're watching this, your Sky, your BT, your DAZN, hit me up and I'll hook you up with Luke Campbell as a pundit. Always a pleasure. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing News.
Cheers Rob, thanks.